Kia ora fam, I thought I would pull on the energies of this new moon and the lunar new year, just the new energies that we have entered into to see what's up for all of us. I feel like there's a lot going on. For me personally, I haven't been consuming so much information for the last a week or so, few weeks. I have just been connecting to source through my modalities, through divination, through nature and other tools. Just because there's a lot of words and koutou and ish, and sometimes it can be hard to differentiate what exactly is for you. It also can be hard to just process so much information. But anyway, here I go adding to all the information on the internet. So we're just pulling from messages from your spirit guides today, and then we'll pull some tarot as we enter into this new lunar new year. Here is the fire horse. We have the snow leopard. Take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. And the kiwi, do a walking meditation each day for the next week. And then at the base of the deck we have the panda. Create a sacred space for yourself in your home and a place of work. As we're moving forward, Source is really calling us to have like alone time. This could be in nature. This is actually what I was talking about just before, how I haven't actually been online as much. So you could be taking time off socials, you could be just not doing what you usually do, just to recharge and connect with your core, your source, your inner resource. Some of you all could be doing this, or some of us are being called to do this through meditation, through walking, through... I also just had like a mental practice, so something that helps your mind, clear your mind, cleanse your mind, reset your mind, put your mind in a space of ease and positivity. So there's lots of blue and green here, so your heart space, heart chakra. So practices that help you keep your heart open and connected. These two cards are a lot about nature, so getting out in nature is important. And making this like a ritual routine. And then at the base of the deck with the panda, some of us are called to also work within our sacred space, within our home, or where we do mahi or create. So making it a space where we are able to feel free, have fun. And I think of pandas, I always talk about this card, like the pandas like rolling around and in those little like spaces that are set up for them or in nature or whatever, and just like they always look like they're having the most fun ever. So I'm seeing that, just ultimate comfort and like simple luxuries and wealth. I think this is going to give like some of us a step back, a higher perspective. Some of us might be too enmeshed in certain things, because I just saw the condor. Let me find it actually. Yeah, there it is. This one that says you're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. So for some of us, if there's like decisions that we need to make, we're called to like take a step back first and get a scope of the grand thing. If you don't have like an altar or a space where you connect with the divine, connect with source, like as a part of your house or in your home or your creative setup, your ancestors are calling you to do that this year. I'm encouraged to do that this new moon. And yeah, if you don't have like a ritual routine that helps you connect to nature, for example, for me, like I was born on a Thursday, it's connected to my soul. My soul day is connected to Asasiya, Mother Earth, so every Thursday I make sure that I do what my soul wants, whatever that could be, and usually it's something to do with nature. So I might go out for a walk every Thursday, or I will, if it's my soul just needs to chill out, I'll do that. If it wants to draw or do art, I'll do that. And I'm also seeing with the condor, like This is before we take a deep dive into our prey, into what we want to nourish ourselves with, what we're eating, what we're digesting. So making sure we take that step back is important, so we have that higher perspective where we can see all things as much as we possibly can. This could also mean like just connecting with the divine's perspective, like higher source. Birds are significant too. A few reversals. Suru, or the temperament, Sagittarius. You cannot force water up a hill, reversed. Oshogbo, a flea can trouble a lion more than a lion can trouble a flea. It's the devil, reversed, Capricorn. And attempt, I can't see the Yoruba word, 8 of Hearts. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you are doomed if you do not try. So some of us are like a little bit impatient. So if you're impatient, then you are going to have to work on that this coming new moon, new year. Also practices of stillness. Some of you will need to practice stillness with the temperance reversed. It can just symbolize like impatience, or, and it says you can't force water up a hill, right? Something small can trouble something big more than something big can trouble something small. Like a little flea can be so annoying to even us, like, or a fly. You know, we get so annoyed by, like, well, I do, by like a fly or something, or like a mosquito biting me, or, you know, a little insect. Whereas little insects probably see like are less bothered by us. So some of us might be getting rid of, or being put to get rid of, like little things within our lives that are just like hindrances. Distractions have been coming up for me, and also for like others I know in the collective. So maybe there are certain things that have been coming up that have been causing us unrest or lack of stillness. Or this card in particular, reverse, is like not just a lack of patience and stillness, it's also a lack of healing and harmony in that sense. So some of us might need to take this space to ourselves to actually heal. And I heard filter, so filter out. Could be something about filtered water, or needing to cleanse. Yeah, and again, could just be something small, whether it's an addiction or habit or something that we have been doing in our day-to-day that needs to shift. For a lot of us, it's just like a practice of meditation and stillness, something that invites more harmony and patience into our life, and that needs to be released. It could be something that we've been repeating. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you're doomed if you do not try. This is like a little bit of like disillusionment as well. So like, again, something we could be repeating something. Again, like it's like a habit or something that we potentially have. A cycle is what I want to say, that needs to be broken. Oh yes, I was seeing this card poke through. Repair, clarity, Ace of Spades, Ace of Swords. Your mind is like a parachute, it only works when it is open. So yeah, there's like a clarity that is available for us, the collective, as and after we release, after we find stillness, after we let go of impatience and overdoing something, or addictive patterns, tendencies. It's important to keep our mind open, and I'm seeing this paired with the condor again, like there's like taking flight is significant. So moving above and maybe beyond what we're usually grounded in, to gain some clarity. We might be having conversations, or there could be like, there's Udu at the base of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. So with any ideas that we have, with any choices that we want to make, as we're stepping back and getting a higher perspective and keeping our mind open, that's going to give us more room to breathe, more room to see. Guidance, information. I'm also seeing like you can't force like things in a certain direction. So some of us have to let go of trying to force certain things to go in a certain direction, in a certain way, and accept the way that things are actually meant to flow, or naturally flowing at this time. So yeah, that's where the patience could come in, and stillness practice. Ibai, if love is a sickness, patience is the remedy. That's Gemini. And then Ewon, measure those who accomplish great things, pay attention to little ones. Two of Pentacles, Earth. So the signs we have, which I already said, I'll say again. Sagittarius, that's fire. The Devil, Capricorn, Earth. Eight of Hearts, water. Ace of Spades, air. Yeah, Earth and air again. So maybe some of us are like wanting like massive things to happen now. With Two of Pentacles, this is about being adaptable, about measuring the small things that we have achieved and accomplished. Again, it says if love is the sickness, patience is the remedy. So patience is the remedy. It's probably what I'm going to title this reading. Some of us are actually still letting go of past things that we have gone through, need to clear out. It could even be items or belongings that we have, make space. It could just be within our mind or our way of doing things. Again, like there's still healing that needs to be done for like the next thing to come in and actualize. So it's important for us to like appreciate the small things that we have been doing and the smaller luxuries of life, or the smaller and simpler moments, and fall into that harmony, because Ide is Gemini. It's the harmony between the so-called masculine and the feminine, the harmony between the light and the shadow, the harmony between whatever it is, you know. And I'm also saying, like, if you really love something, and I don't mean someone, I mean something. If you really love something, or you're really passionate about something, and you really want it to grow, you will be patient. And that's definitely something, being Omobatula, a child of Obatula, that Obatula has taught me, is patience, and how important patience is, how important stillness is. And stillness doesn't mean that there isn't any movement, but it's a particular kind of movement, hey? I also wanted to highlight that this represents peace, this clarity that we have available to us. And again, it's a choice that we are making to be adaptable, to be patient, to align with harmony in the day-to-day. There's tension at the base of the deck, so even if it's causing conflict, within ourselves, for others. There's Yipada, change. It is the young trees that make up the forest. Six of Swords. Some of us are called to move on from conflict, or being adaptable might cause tension. This harmony that we fall into might cause tension for others around us. But for us, what we are meant to focus on is change, is moving on from this tension. It says war is a bad chisel with which to carve out tomorrow. Right? Some of us could be bored with the way things are and like the routine that we're already in. Boredom and Isheshe tradition. We could be bored with certain traditions. We could be bored with routine. So maybe some of us could be like our egos. For some of us, I guess, focused on like achieving these massive things, and that's that's okay, because we will and we are. But just in the meantime, I guess, guidance and affirmations you have for us, the collective that's going to watch this reading as we move forward in this new lunar year. If you're into quantum codes, here is one. 88 space 76 space 543. You can write this down and put it in your pocket. You can write it on a candle and burn the candle to activate the energies. A quantum code is pretty much just a number that it's like you're ordering something from the universe. Just as you're gonna go to the shop and put in an order for something, the universe responds to numbers, and the numbers are in everything, right? So that's how this works. Removing heart chakra blocks. This quantum code is for. So if you're feeling like your heart chakra is blocked and it needs to be a little bit more open and healed. So maybe some of this healing for us collective has to do with our heart, keeping our heart open a little bit. Some of us may still be healing from hurt, and that kind of thing takes time, right? So there's that. We also have this quantum code 03 space 05 space 791. You can do the same thing with it. You can also like write it down, put it in your wallet if you want to carry it around with you. This quantum code is for everything to happen for the best. Trust all is happening for no other reason than this. So yeah, it will activate those energies, that trust, and that everything is going to work out in your favor. You are following the right direction. Don't worry so much. Follow your ori, your spiritual head, your intuition, your higher wisdom. Rest, move, trust yourself and senses. You are divinely guided and protected at all times. Another quantum code. So this is 51 space 34 space 581. To shine one's light brightly no matter what is going on in life's experiences. Don't bring old baggage, limitations, or mindsets with you. These must match the new of where you are going. Yeah, so we were talking heaps about like letting go of, we were talking a bit about letting go of what we could be holding on to that could be limiting us. So some of us need to just work on that a little bit at this time. Like there's still things that some of us could be holding on to that are blocking our heart from connecting. And we're also encouraged to like not dim our light regardless of what is happening around us. Like with, even if the waters are murky, Source is encouraging us to still shine, to still be playful, to still be light. And if that means we have to take out time to ourselves, go for a walk, connect with nature, move things around in our space, and bring fresh energies into our space. Like that could be meaning like bringing flowers into your space, changing things around, fresh colors to invite fresh energies in, or just like taking a break or stepping out of an environment or space, relationship, exchange. I just said contract as well, to look at the higher perspective of things. It could even just be like journaling, like writing down like your goals or going over your goals and reminding yourself why you're doing certain things. Yeah, and it's important for us to take action towards what the change that we want to see once we have cleared our energy, once we have got this higher vision and we're like, okay, refreshed,